Number 5. Yes, that is an excellent one to start with. Let me go up here again. So this is 6th period and problem number 5. So problem number 5 says find the perimeter of the yard with these lengths of sides. First of all, I don't know who has a yard that looks like a pentagram. Or, yeah, pentagon. Not pentagram, pentagon. But this is somebody's yard. How do I find perimeter? What is perimeter? Bless you. What is perimeter? If I make you walk the perimeter of this room, what would you be walking? All around the outside edges, right? So if I'm looking for perimeter here, I want the total length of all these sides added together, okay? So I want this side plus this side plus this side plus this side plus this side. But instead of doing each of these differently and adding them just side by side, we're going to do it a little bit differently because I see that I have different types of numbers here. Okay, so I have 5x squared minus 2. I've got x minus 10, x squared plus 4, 3x plus 22, and 2x plus 1. What kind of like terms do I have here? What's the one with the greatest degree? 5x squared. So I'm going to call these first terms the x squared terms. Okay? This is one way you can do it. There is another way you can do it too. Jaslyn, do you have this review? Please take it out. So the x squared terms, we said we have a 5x squared. So I've used that. Are there any other x squared terms? Which is what? 1x squared. Yes, if there is nothing in front of it, that would be a 1x squared. Are there any other x squared terms? No. So this takes care of the x squared term. So 5x squared plus 1x squared gives me 6x squared. Okay. Next up, what is the next smallest degree that I have? What kind of terms would those be? The x terms, right? So I need to find all the x terms and add those together. So maybe let's think of this as a clock. So if I start at 12 and I go clockwise to the right, what is my next x term? 1x, right here. Psst, come on, wake up. So that is 1x. I'm going to cancel that out. All right, continuing to go clockwise. What's my next x term? Somebody other than Yesa. 2x. That wasn't going in order, but that would work. That is an x term. What else? 3x. So I have 1x, a 3x, and a 2x. Do I have any other x terms? Any other x terms? No. So let's add together the x terms. 1x plus 2x plus 3x. The Marion is, got to look at the numbers. 6x. Very good. All right, so we have the x squared terms. Now we got the x terms done. Finally, what's the last kind of terms I have? The numbers, right? The number terms. And Miss Thede would call those the constants. Okay, the constants. All right, so if I start up at 12 o'clock and I go clockwise, what would be my first constant? Sita, what's my first constant? If I start here and I go this way, whoops. First constant is -2. Miss CD, is it really important to put that negative sign in front? Yes, it is. -2. And then as I go around again, I come to -10. Rounding the circle over here, I have, class, +4. I know it's kind of hard to tell. I've got circles around stuff. Continuing around the circle, I have +22. And rounding the bend, finally, I have +1. So adding on your calculators, -2 plus -10 plus 4 plus 22 plus 1, what do I get? 15. Did I forget and not include any term or number? I did not. So putting these all together, I would get 6x squared plus 6x plus 15. And if I really wanted to be over the top, because this is a length, I would just say units. It's not an area, it's just a length or a distance that we are measuring around that figure. Questions on that? Could you do that on a test tomorrow? Okay. I guess we're good. So that takes care of 5. Who else has a question? Come on, guys. Come alive. Let's go. Yes. Number 7. Number 7. Oh, a word problem. So the area of this rectangle is given by the equation A equals length times width. So area of the rectangle is length times width. Now, usually we think of length as your longer side, usually, and width is going to be your shorter side. Okay? But when you're multiplying, isn't width times length the same thing as length times width? Yes? Yes. Question? I don't know. Can you? Okay. Can we wait until after this question? All right. So if you were to multiply these two things, what would you start with usually? In other words, if you had to multiply 2n and 4n plus 7, which one would you write down first? 2n, because it's the smaller, shorter one, right? It's the monomial. So 2n times 4n plus 7. I hate that when it just stops in the middle. 4n plus 7. You are distributing this 2n. So this is 2n times my first term of 4n, and then back to 2n on the outside times your last term of 7. So I need to just simplify here. What is the answer to my coefficient when I multiply? What is my coefficient here? 8. And n times n, Damarian, head up please. N times n gives me what? N squared. You are multiplying 2n, so that is n squared. Plus, what's 2 times 7? 14, and an n. And if I really want to be over the top, I would write units squared. But you don't have to. But that is how you would find the area. You just multiply those two things together. Questions on that problem? Yes. Huh? No, he's going to the bathroom. Are you here to do a presentation?
No.
Oh, can we help you?
We're trying to get this dude.
These two?
No, this one.
Oh, Jonathan, he's right here. What is he doing? An interview. Okay.
Can I go?
Why him?
Why me? Because he's on the list.
You're on the list.
I don't know.
Lucky you. Here, I'll write your... No, do the interview. I'll write your pass. Come get it. All right, next question. Who's got a question? Question. Who's got the question? 3. 3 what? 3B. That's a good one to do. 3B. So what is the main operation here? What does it say it is? What does it show like it is? What's the main operation? Come on. Main operation. What does it show to be? Subtraction. Someone said it, but the problem is we don't subtract polynomials, right? Right, Kimberly? Just say right. It's quicker. All right, so we do not subtract. We change this to an addition problem. So change this to plus. We add, and what do I do with all these values in parentheses following? Dominique, what am I going to do with all these? Sort of. I'm going to take the opposite. Well, because if you do 6 minus 4, you have to, if you're going to add, change them to be a negative. Because 6 minus 4 is 2, 6 plus negative 4 is 2. We are changing and taking the opposite of all of these. So 3x to the 4th becomes negative 3x to the 4th. Minus becomes plus 2x to the 3rd. Plus becomes minus 9x squared, and minus becomes plus. And I've decided it was better just to rewrite them because sometimes I see kids do this, but they don't read it themselves. So if you change the whole thing, you're going to get a better result. Now it's just addition. So guys, we can just stack those numbers up and put those all together. All right? So I'm keeping my first set of parentheses the same. Where am I going to put the negative 3x to the 4th? I'm going to stack it up with the x to the 4th. Okay, and remember, we're adding all these. So I've taken care of that one. Plus 2x to the 3rd, I'm going to stack that on top of the x to the 3rd column. Then I have negative or minus 9x squared. I'm going to stack that on top of the x squareds. And finally, plus 8. I have a plus 1. I stack that with my constant. Bruno, did you check over there for the review? In front of that green folder, the one on the left. I think there's one with your name. So now that I have these stacked up, do I do anything with the variables that are stacked? No. All you do is look at the coefficients. So what is 4 plus negative 3? 1, x to the 4th. What is 2 plus 2? 4, x to the 3rd. Ha, ha, ha. What is negative 1 plus negative 9? Negative 10, x squared. Ha, ha, ha. And what is 8 plus 1? 9. Ha, ha, ha. And there is your answer. Miss Speedy, you are so goofy. I know, I'm trying to raise the energy in here. You guys are killing me. Whew. So 1x to the 4th plus 4x to the 3rd minus 10x squared plus 9. What's the degree and name of this expression? It is a fourth degree what? Fourth degree what? Monomial, binomial, trinomial, or polynomial? Polynomial, yes. Once you get over 3, they all are just polynomials. All right. Fourth degree polynomial. Excellent. Okay, next question. Who's got it? Who's got it? Number 2. Number 2. Nope. Other way. Number 2. Classify. Oh, we can do this. So our choices are monomial, binomial, or trinomial. And then we have to state the degree. So, Dominique, x to the third plus 4x squared minus x, what kind of term is that? Monomial, binomial, trinomial? Trinomial, that is correct. And what is the degree? Who's got the degree? 3. Do I need to write the word there? No, not for that one. The second one, x to the fourth minus 2x to the third plus x to the sixth. Lorenzo, what is that? Trinomial, binomial, or monomial? Thank you, Lorenzo. Who said that? Zion? Was that you? It is a trinomial. How is it a trinomial? How do you know? I think I need to separate you and Yesa tomorrow. I don't know, man. I don't know. Why is that a trinomial? You guessed it. Well, you guessed correctly. Sorry. Why is it a trinomial? It has 3 terms separated by 2 operators. Here's term number 1, term 2, and term 3. So that is a trinomial. What is the degree? It is a 6. Yes. Are you sure it's not a bachelor's? Ba-dum-bum. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. Here we go. The next one. Next is negative 3x to the 5th plus 2x squared. How many terms? What do we call that? Binomial. Do we have to spell that correctly? No. But I better be able to tell your BI from your TRI, okay? What's the degree? 5. Ha, ha, ha. And what about the next one? Monomial, binomial, or trinomial? Binomial, because it has how many terms? 2. What's the degree? 1. Yes, this is an x to the first. 7x squared, what do we call that? What is it? Okay, I couldn't tell. All I heard was the meal. Monomial, yes, 1 term. What's that degree? Bless you. And how about 9? Is that a polynomial? Yes, it is. It is a polynomial, but more specifically, it is a monomial, yes. What is the degree? 0. Yes, sir. Somebody's going to be doing well on this test tomorrow. I don't know if I can yell at anybody, but yes, sir. Somebody's going to do well. Ah, I am so funny. Okay, there we are, number 2. All right, next question. Let's roll, let's roll. Hey, the more we can go through, the less you have to do on your own, right? Yes, Alexis. 9. 9. Ooh, graphing. What? Did we have graphing in this chapter? No, we did not. This is the review. So before you graph, you have to have it in y equals mx plus b form. Okay? And when I have it in slope-intercept form, what do we always start with to graph? So let's look at A first. You would start at 2 because that is your, what do we call that? y-intercept, which is also known as b. Don't ask me why they call it b. I have no idea. Where do I find 2? Is that on the y-axis or the x-axis? Y-axis. That's why it's the y-intercept. So from the y-intercept, what do I do next? I need the slope. What is my slope, which is m? Say it again. -3 over 1. Don't tell me -3 over 1x. I would maybe take a half point off. You should know there is no x in slope. So this says you are going down 3 and to the right 1. So down 3, 1, 2, 3, right 1. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, right 1. And find a straight edge and make a better straight line than what I did. But there it is. Okay? So, could you do that for letter B? I hope so. Where do I start for letter B? -4. That's a -4. That's on your y-axis. What is my slope, Lorenzo? You're not on that problem, are you? Hey, turn the page. Come on. What is my slope if I'm looking at y equals 1/2 x minus 4? No idea? Somebody help him out. What's the slope? 1 over 2. That is correct. So that slope is in front of your x amount. Okay? So that is up 1 and to the right 2 from -4, which was your y-intercept, your b value. So 1/2 is my slope. That is up 1 to the right 2, up 1 to the right 2, and put those together with a straight line. Boom. There it is. Question. We got time for one more question. Number 1. Is it a polynomial? What makes something not a polynomial? Negative exponents. So if you have a negative exponent, it is not a polynomial. What else gives you something that is not a polynomial? Also, when you divide, there is no division with a polynomial. Okay? So looking at the first one, 3x to the -2nd. Ugh. Is that a polynomial? Survey says polynomial? It is not. It has a negative exponent. Okay? All right, looking at the second one, 5 plus x. Is that a polynomial? Yes. Is that written in standard form already? No. How would I write it in standard form? X plus 5, because this has a degree of 1, this has a degree of 0. In standard form, you write from greatest to least. All right. How about the next one? Is this a polynomial? Kimberly. Oh, drat, she had to call me. Yes or no? You got a 50-50. Take a look. Is that a polynomial? Yes, good answer. Is it written in standard form? Can you give it to me? Yes, quickly. And what's the last one? Plus x. Good answer, good answer. How about -3? Is that a polynomial? Yes. Written in standard form, you just rewrite it. There's only one term. What about the next one? Is that a polynomial? Yes. Oh, I just erased 2. Yes, that is a polynomial. That would be x squared minus 2x plus 6. Last one, is that a polynomial? No, what? Yes, bell work should be passed this direction. I will take that. That way I have one fewer thing to grade tomorrow. Tomorrow is test day. When you come in, put your review over in the green bin. Make sure you have a sharpened pencil. Okay. Thank you. So, guys, keep looking at this review. Try to correct your skills checks. Finish up your homework. Lots of things you can do to help yourself for this test. Okay? All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Excuse me.